Ann, get to the port left, port left, port left, port left, port left. Because I'm going to hit over there.
Stop! Did they have us?
Can you get to the port side, please?
Port
We're hitting the dock on that side.
Meet Shotzi the Shellback on a Balance 482 catamaran. Real boat life, raw, ridiculous, and unfiltered, because freedom isn't always pretty. What's your GTFO plan?
Good morning. It is May 11th. It's a Sunday. It's a little bit crisp out here. Windy, not too much, like 11 knots. But we are about 300 miles from the coast of Portugal, or actually Cádiz. We're about 325 miles left to go. We've had our code zero up in our full main all night. One of the things we love about our code zero is that you can look and see how well it performs in these relatively light wind conditions. So you can see even with 10 knots of wind, we are still cruising along at a good 7 knots at about a 75 apparent. And one of the things that we've realized is that code zero does have kind of a sweet spot at about 75, 80, where we can do a good 2/3, if not 3/4 of wind speed. Which, now that we actually have some wind on our side, is great, because we've gone from an average of maybe 5 knots to an average of just over 7 knots for the past 24 hours. We should have this kind of weather the rest of the way in. It does call for some light winds today, and it's going to pick up as we get closer to the coast of Portugal. So we may have to drop the code zero just because of those gusts and that apparent wind is going to come up. But hopefully we have smooth sailing from here on out.
I'm gonna kick his butt. What you doing, Dennis?
So this thru-hull for the Blackwater on the port side, we had a leak that was fixed in Zimmerman's. Yet periodically we still get salt water in here. But now if you were to look, there's fuel in there.
Fuel?
Yeah, so I'm not sure what
Did we overfill?
Maybe. I mean, this is the gauge that's notoriously stuck at 86%. But I forget, one of us was filling it up.
Me.
We did you could hear it gurgle and then you could see it come up. And maybe that was too much with maybe some of the heat expansion. So I opened up this floorboard too to see, because if it were to be leaking, it would most likely come out from one of these top pieces. And you can see it's kind of shiny. So it looks like there was. This was 5 days ago, and I haven't checked it since we left Horta. So it could be there, and then with all the bouncing around and it being so full, it just sloshes up against some of these fittings that are not tight.
Yeah.
So now I gotta clean this shit up. That's not gonna be fun. So you can see the water has a yellowish stain. That's from the diesel, and you can see that it's also mixing with regular water. The fuel is. And the last time I tasted it, it had a salted sense to it. That's that thru-hull I was talking about right there. And I think it's one of these pieces of parts right here, because the freshwater tank is a similar setup with your water inflow if you were to fill from the deck or from the water maker. It has the sensor, and you can see there's just some shininess right through there with that fuel residue. Now what's nice about these absorbent towels is they don't just soak up the water, they soak up the fuel. So it helps me get that out of the way first, and then I can dump a towel down there and clean that up.
Don't they just look like they're having so much fun?
Yeah. You can see that we are transiting the shipping channel just outside of Portugal. We've already cut through the southbound shipping lanes, and we're about to cut through the northbound shipping lanes. Just got a call from this ship right here, which I can show you how big this thing is, like 398 meters long. But he just kind of let us know what his intentions are, and we let him know what our intentions are. And the next one we got to keep an eye on is here, this one, and then there was another one further back that made their turn as well.
What?
Karl's in the background.
We see land! We are almost to Cádiz, Spain, and we cannot wait to get off this boat. It's been a long go. I just realized how out of it was when I got up this morning. I have my shirt on inside out.
Nice. But what land do we see over there?
Portugal.
Woohoo! Portugal. There we go.
It's so
peaceful out here. We are sailing pretty deep downwind with our code 0, so our main's not doing very much. We're waiting for Dennis to wake up so we can put the spinnaker out. But I'm enjoying a cup of hot tea in the sun, and this is a mug that my daughter made me, and I absolutely love it, and I've been using it every single day on this passage. Thank you, Evelyn.
It's the last one. It's 36:32. And 6 degrees and 35 minutes west.
And you had a crazy watch, huh?
I had a fun watch. That was so much action. I haven't had that much action in a month. You know, dodging tankers, dodging a crazy fishing boat that decided to, you know, go straight at us for whatever reason when they were 0.5 of a mile away. Yeah, it was sporty.
Yeah. We're preparing the boat to dock, and we saw a mylar balloon, and you know we like to rid the environment and oceans of these balloons, so we're going to pick it up. Okay, Karl is going to try to get it from the trampoline.
Okay, come to the right. Mylar overboard. Mylar overboard.
We were about to do it. We were about to catch it. Unfortunately, we were on a single engine. That's why this turning takes so long.
That's actually a good point. That if that were a man overboard, having your turn radius capability, otherwise you're just circling that person like a turd going down the toilet.
Well, if they're awake, we would have deployed the line.
Sure.
You know, to
We go
grab
from
it.
the front again?
Maybe.
Let's do it that way.
Yeah, heading's good. Heading's good, still good. Oh, he's got it. All right, woohoo!
We got this one.
Yay, hello kitty.
So on my watch, I got satellite reception was lost. Now Dennis is up. He's about to start his shift. And looking this up, it means our lat long is not recording anymore. So we are gonna record lat longs every hour just to be safe using Navionics to get data. Looks like Dennis is searching for satellites now. So hopefully we are back on track. It's a little nerve-wracking to have something like this happen in the night, but the one reassuring thing is there's a nice moon out, so it's not so dark. It just makes me feel more secure.
The sea state has calmed down quite a bit, so it's not as bouncy or rocky anymore, even though we're still kind of in an upwind. But because it's so much smoother and flatter, we are just kind of skating along, which is really nice. It's making for a nice smooth ride. Look at those speeds we're getting. And that's with full main and jib.
Far beyond, far beyond, far beyond. This is sailing vessel Gotfo, over. We're on a collision course with Far Beyond, and just want to see what their intentions are. We can always slow roll, and who knows if they even speak English now that we're in Spain.
Far Beyond, we're maintaining this course of 169 over. I'll keep a lookout for you, and if there's any close quarters, we'll go port to port. Over.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye. I think Shotzi can smell we're close to land. She's been prancing around the boat all over, and you can tell we are getting ready to do some serious laundry. And the crew excitement is high. Fenders are out, putting all our wet weather gear away. Here we come, Cádiz, Spain. Here we are, nearing the end.
We made it. The famous city of Cádiz.
Yeah.
You know, like back in the days, a lot of sailing trips to the New World would start over here, and this is where we finish ours.
Yeah.
What an irony. I have a bit of mixed feelings. On one hand, very happy to be here and to be able to to put on the red pants and be able to brag that I've completed the Atlantic crossing. On the other hand, I'm gonna miss this time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I just had an emotional moment. I'm like, we just sailed to Spain.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah. And yeah, and you guys gonna have a lot of those amazing moments, hopping countries, jumping from one to another, having a great time in the med, and just have fun, guys.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
It is surreal that we actually crossed the North Atlantic to the Azores. Karl's so funny back there. And to Spain. And we're going to start cruising the Med. And it just feels surreal. I can't believe we actually did it. And for as much grumping as I was doing along the way and how much I'd say I don't like passages and sailing, it doesn't seem so bad now that we're here. But wow, what an emotional moment.
That one's going to come forward here. You're going to stop our progress right here. Aquí, aquí, aquí. Okay. Está bien? Okay. So now you want port side line?
No, I need this, everything tied off. Pull us this way and tie us off to that side.
Oh, we want to be close. Just nice, despacio.
Can Ann get to the port left? Port left, port left, port left, port left. Because I'm going to hit over there.
Stop! Did they have us?
Can you get to the port side, please?
Port
We're
side?
we're hitting the dock on that side.
But they have us. You shouldn't be using
No,
engines.
we need to be pulled here. Take this one. And then pull.
Oh, I hope we didn't hit that corner.
We may have.
Yeah.
We've arrived in Cádiz, Spain, after 8 painful days. A celebratory first drink. So here we go.
Woo! And Karl, a big thanks. You were an amazing crew. That was so awesome.
I mean, seriously, you guys helped me realize an item on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Pros.
Pros.
Salud.
Salud.
Ha!